My last playthrough of Rimworld sort of ended in a bit of a standstill. I had researched everything there was to research, and it was mostly just hunkering down and waiting to die, and that wasn't something I really wanted to do with that colony, because there was a lot of things that I did wrong, did it a bit strangely, and kind of wanted to start over anyway with a new set of colonists, but the game was, at the time, I thought on the verge of updating, but it took a little longer than I thought it would, because it took until about June 7th, you can barely see it in the corner there, for it to update to what is now, I believe, version 4F, I think is what it is. Version 4.466 though. And to my knowledge, this is the most recent, and it's been out for a couple weeks now, so fairly stable. And I thought I would give it a try on this version. And we will be rocking with Cassandra Classic again. Interested in Randy Random, but from what I understand, he's either really passive or just way too aggressive. There's really no in between. There's no, he's not really balanced. I think one of the more recent patches had fixed him a little bit to make him possible, I think. I don't really know. We'll just go Cassandra Classic though, because I'm not even gonna pretend to be that good at this game. And now that I sort of realized just how important certain aspects are of the game, I'm thinking, boy, burning passion for social, but not really much else. Incapable of research and crafting, but that's okay. I don't think artistic is in the game yet. Crafting. Cut stone faster. That's kind of cool. I don't remember if crafting was in the game before or not. I know pretty much just a little bit of everything has been added, but I didn't really read through the patch notes in that much detail because I kind of wanted it to be sort of like a surprise type thing. You really don't have any burning passions for anything. You're really good at growing though. Construction, mining, that's a good combo to have. So we don't have a cook. Well, you kind of have a cook. We don't have a marksman. We're all just kind of blot shooting. And I'm thinking this time I'm gonna go a bit more aggressive, a little more hostile, try to take people prisoner now that I know how to do that, and probably beat them and abuse them in their dank cell. Unsure if I should have multiple prisoners in one cell or give them their own separate cells, because if they're in the same cell, then they can talk to each other. But if they're in different cells, I look at that as a good thing because they have their own room. So I don't know, I'm gonna randomize this guy because we got this person. I like this dude. This apparently settler Ballard. Oh, no, that's their profession. Okay, I was gonna say, these are really strange first names. Penelope, apparently. Okay, yeah, I like Penelope. And I'm happy with Nilsson. They're well-rounded. They're capable of doing pretty much anything. Granted, we don't really have research, so a nice brainy person would be cool. Just seeing what I really need here. Somebody smart and good at shooting. As possible or impossible as that is. Decent at shooting, burning passion for talking. Not capable of research. Need somebody for research. There we go. There's somebody. Burning passion for artistic, but I don't think... Yeah, it doesn't do anything yet. It's unfortunate. It's kind of cheaty, just randomizing like this. I really should just, like, limit myself to 1 or 2 randomizations, but I'm pretty bad at this, so... Well, what are you? A noble. Oh, yeah. You're incapable of, like, grunt work, because you always had people do it for you. Okay, that'll have to work. It's nothing phenomenal, but, well, actually, that's pretty dang good. Really bad at building? That's okay. We got 2 people who are pretty cool at it. No burning passions, but certainly passions. Pretty much across the board. What was advanced again? Oh, that's right, yeah. Map size. Redonkulously huge? Oh man. Untested and will almost certainly not play well. What about large? Oh, okay. Large might work. God. I don't know though. We'll go with large, 300 by 300. That seems cool. I suppose. Gives a better chance to have more interesting. Your middle name is Sissy, or your first name is Sissy? Oh, this is your short identifier. That's your nickname. Your nickname is Sissy. Oh. Well then. Alright. Bad eyesight and flatulence. History of murder and a mind reader. And you're neurotic with an artificial heart. Medieval slave who had an artificial heart? That's interesting. You've had a strange life. Alright, we'll head on with that. I think it's a pretty nice, well-balanced type thing. We'll see how I fuck it up. And overview. First things first, let's pause this real quick. Head into the overview and get this sorted. Are we still missing somebody? There you are. There we go. Okay, factions. Right, of course, the two people who hate everybody. And, ooh, they're not too happy with us. Okay. We'll have to work on that. I'm pretty sure nobody's going to be happy with us for very long because I plan on taking prisoners. Right, this should always be manual priorities here. Everybody always do firefighting as soon as you can. I think something like this could work. I did a bit of looking around the map to see what all we're dealing with, and I noticed that there's actually a new element, I suppose. There's logs and stuff, and I forgot that that was a big thing. You actually build like wood walls and doors and stuff like that, so that's actually going to be pretty cool, and that might be what crafting is considered. I don't really know though. We'll find out. It'll either get done or it won't. But I think the way we got this set up right now could work just fine, since Nilsson doesn't have really many burning passions at all. They're just kind of the generic whatever. They do the miscellaneous things like hauling and cleaning is what they're specializing in, as well as doctoring and firefighting, but that's pretty much everybody, because those are things that, when they happen, I need them taken care of immediately, and they don't happen very often. So I'm not really worried about it. Whereas something like researching is something where if they start doing it, they tend to focus on that and just sit there forever until they get bored with it. So that's something that I don't have prioritized with anybody, because I'd rather like cooking get done rather than researching. So I think the only thing that we're short on is hunting. I don't know. Hunting and wardening, which wardening we're probably going to want to specialize a little more. We'll see who isn't really doing much of anything, because I figure Nilsson's going to be busy pretty much all the time doing the hauling and cleaning. And to be completely honest, I'm thinking toward the beginning, I think Ballard's going to be the one who's really busy toward the beginning because of the constructing and repairing. And yeah. That would have been nice for me to know earlier. My first playthrough, I didn't realize what the hell minerals were. I think toward the beginning, Ballard's going to be really busy with the constructing, and Nilsson with the hauling and cleaning, but when you start getting prisoners later on, because I'll probably do that like later on, once everything's pretty much constructed, probably have Ballard do it. Probably. We'll see, though. We'll see. That's that. And I was looking at this zone down here as like a starting area. This is very similar to how it was last time. Just this giant rocky range on the southern side, and it goes pretty friggin' deep. And up here, it's just not really much of anything. Some minerals, you know, splashed in this rock formation up here, which I may or may not end up having to deal with. I noticed that there's these like packaged MREs here. that are good for about 4,000 days, which are pretty cool. They're up there, there's some there, and there's some down south as well. There's our stockpile, and there's some here too. So that's kind of cool. But we got more minerals to mine down here, which will probably be the first ones we do. I'm thinking I could probably take advantage of this pre-built structure here that's in the mountain, and we'll go for the whole tunneling into the mountain type deal. We'll have to set up a farm outside temporarily, or just harvest from the bushes. But eventually burrow our way in and make this the prime living quarters and hanging out in there. So in the event of attack, we bottleneck them in the mountain wall, and we'll see how that works. We'll see. But first things first, we gotta take care of some of this stuff, and that is all about heading into zoning here and getting our stockpiles set up. So if we're gonna have our home somewhere around here, I want the stockpiles to be somewhere around here, which is a bit of a, well, that's actually not much of a trek. No, actually that'll work out really well. So we'll go for a stockpile, I don't know, here. It's a big stockpile, but that'll be fine. And then a dumping stockpile for the crap. I don't know, it doesn't need to be that big. Actually, probably not there. Ah, cancel. Because the dumping stockpile is just, wow, it really wants me to, okay, right click, there we go. Dumping stockpile is just crap. So we'll just, small area, I suppose, there, out of the way so they can still mine and get that stuff up there. And a farming region. Growing zone, I don't think I can do it there. So that'll have to be off to the side here. We'll sort of overlap those berry bushes there. And that'll work. Last time I made the farm way too big, and it never ever filled up. And that's that. So they'll automatically, when I make the stuff non-forbidden, I'll do that in a minute here. I suppose I could just do it now. Here's the food, lumber, that, and tons of silver. Silver being the currency. It looks like we even got a little weapon there, which is kind of cool. I don't think I started with a weapon last time, did I? I don't know. Zone. D-zone. Those two, because I don't need those. They're crap. I think for the time being, that could be about it. Everybody will start hauling, and I will queue up more stuff later on. Because I think pretty much everybody's capable of hauling, except the chef. The chef doesn't want to. So the chef needs something to do, like growing. So hopefully the chef realizes that and gets something going on here. Whatever these are. Just strawberries, I suppose? Raspberries. Can I do raspberries? I don't think so. Let's go, I suppose, strawberry plant. Oh, that's right, because you can grow trees and stuff too. Okay. We're gonna want to get a tree farm set up at some point, I think. Looks like Sissy and Ballard are both doing that. Don't worry about it. Work on hauling. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Carry on. They'll do that for a little while. And I'll probably have to adjust priorities as time goes on. Because obviously we don't need two people focusing on hauling for very long. This is just sort of a start of the game type deal. Need meal stores. We got the packaged meals though, that'll do really well for the beginning. A little concerned about the buffaloes that we started next to, because they can get angry at pretty much any point in time and attack. We'll see how it works though. Okay, she is going crazy with these strawberry plants. I didn't realize that she just kind of have infinite seeds. That's cool though. That is cool. We will set up another zone because she seems to be doing this okay. We will delete some of this zone. Actually, probably a little more of it, to be honest. Stop! Don't do so much. That really nasty, ugly zone there. Another growing zone. There's really no way to make it pretty, is there? So I'd like one for trees too. Growing oak tree, I suppose, is the only one we can do. Yay, and it's already going on night. We got our little, like, floor designated sleeping areas over there. I suppose I should get some in here, shouldn't I? Furniture, I suppose. Bed costs 20 wood each. Nah, it's just gonna be a temporary thing. There we go. And we'll throw an equipment rack in there too. Just for the time being. Well, no. Cancel. Don't do that. It costs wood. We'll probably leave it at that. And they're sleeping over there in those beds. Wake up. Go to your real bed. Alright, the home zone. That was actually a good reminder. And home region, because I didn't do this before either, and that was kind of scary. Handle fires in that area. Maybe a little more north too. This map is so much bigger than the last one I had. Strange spot of just mud there. Dirt, poverty grass, rich soil. That's a lot of muffaloes. And do these give meat yet? I don't know. I don't know if they actually have, like, meat that you can use and eat. I don't know. These guys. We need to harvest these at some point. Just harvest everything in that zone that you can. And that'll be a good bit of food to start with. Hoping you get some metals down here soon. There we go, the silver. Oh, that's so cool how they just collect a bunch of it. Oh, that's so good. Oh, you were a champion of hauling. Oh, mostly. Okay, well that's pretty much settled. And Cece's working on the farming. What's other person doing? Where is other person? Ballard, there you are. What are you doing? Hauling metal. Okay. Keep doing that real quick, because we do need metal. But we need to start mining. Because we got perfectly good ore here to mine. There we go. We'll actually grab that too. It's right there. Okay, make those forbidden. Some just debris. I don't really need debris. That's a cleaning thing. At some point they'll haul that stuff. The silver's not really much of a priority. But that'll work. And we should probably cut down these things at some point too. Chop wood. There we go. Chop all the wood that you can in that area. All one tree. Awesome. You harvest the cacti. I did not know this. Harvest food? No. Cut plants? Ah! That's a lot of plants to cut. Potentially. Oh, it's cutting grass too. Alright, we'll do that, that's fine. I would like to have mining. Yeah, unfortunately the same miner is the one who's hauling stuff. Focus on mining. Because I would really like somebody to be mining, and as they mine, somebody else is hauling right behind them. Get sort of a conveyor belt system going on. I think that'd be a pretty cool thing.